there, I'm Michelle. I'm a 32-year-old mom from Tampa. I can be a bit of a free spirit sometimes. I'm into fitness and the outdoors. I enjoy climbing trees, reading, writing, and music. Somehow, I can be a tough chick and a hopeless romantic all at once.
Hi, my name is Ivan, and I'm a 38-year-old single dad from Tampa, Florida. I enjoy climbing volcanoes, snowboarding, hiking through jungles, pretty much anything travel related. I also like playing in a band and writing my own songs. Whenever I get a chance, I like going out surfing, riding BMX trails. I'll try anything just about once if it fits the mood, but I still enjoy some old favorites like riding my skateboard, hanging out with my daughter, spending time with her, going fishing, and every now and then going down to the gun range to blow off some steam.
Okay, so my marriage started off pretty good. It was great being married to my best friend. Ivan and I had a lot in common. We had a lot of common interests and enjoyed a lot of the same type. We're both passionate about music.
When Michelle and I first got married, it was great. We had a lot of things in common. We would do a lot of social activities, like we'd go to concerts together. We would do some sports, like, maybe bowling a little bit or things like that, hang out with our friends and parties and things like that. As our relationship progressed, we started to separate in terms of wanting different things in life.
We're both very emotional and very moody, and things started going south, and we just didn't really talk about it that much.
I was more ready to start settling down and being a homebody, whereas she still wanted to go out and party, and and it's understandable. Michelle is 6 years younger than me, so what ends up happening is she is still in, kind of young girl party mode, where I was now wanting to settle down and stay at home. So there's a lot of friction there, and there's a lot of differences in terms of what Michelle wanted, what I wanted, and where we were seeing our directions in life going.
And since instead of talking about it, he would run off and seek relationships with other women.
Now, I had strayed in the past, but that was my breaking point before I finally decided, you know what, I got to get out.
And I was unhappy, so I started drinking more and going out with my friends more. And it just was very self-destructive.
Michelle and I keep a great open line of communication between the two of us whenever it relates to Claudia.
My communication with Ivan now is actually really great. We do have our little bumps in the road once in a while, but for the most part, it's awesome.
Right now, Michelle and I share Claudia 50-50 in terms of having her 1 week on and 1 week off. So this way, Claudia has equal balanced time with both of us, and she doesn't feel like, well, this is my mom who I spend time with, and I know her well, and we spend all our time together, and then every other weekend I go hang out with this guy.
The custody arrangement that Ivan and I have is actually pretty great. We share joint custody of Claudia, so she's with me for a week, and then with him for a week. And for holidays, we really just choose whatever holiday we want. And we usually have holidays together most of the time. And we're pretty flexible about switching days. If one of us has something we have to do and we can't watch Claudia, we are pretty good about making sure the other person can take care of her.
I've been with my girlfriend Jessica for a few months now, and it's been working out great in terms of how Michelle feels. The nice thing is, Michelle and Jessica get along very well, which kind of makes me nervous, but either way, they team up on me, whatever. It's better than the alternative of them fighting all the time and me having to deal with it.
Currently, I'm not in a relationship. I know what I want out of life and out of a partner, and I'm not willing to settle for less, and I know that my Mr. Right will be there for me eventually.
This is Claudia. She is our 9-year-old pride and joy. I had complications during pregnancy, and she was born 6.5 weeks early, and we weren't sure if she would be healthy, let alone viable. As you can see, however, Claudia is quite full of life and energy. She's very inquisitive and approaches things from a logical perspective. She's very much like Ivan in that she enjoys extreme activities and isn't afraid to go with her dad when he goes ziplining, surfing, or even stunt flying. But she also has a softer side and is very nurturing, which she gets from me. So she also enjoys raising her pigeons and chickens, as well as dancing, having tea parties, cheerleading, and getting the occasional mani-pedi with me. Claudia is always achieving high marks at school and is very focused on her education. She's even in the gifted program and doing lessons a year ahead of her class. She's also quite the social butterfly and very mature and wise beyond her years. Claudia can carry on a conversation with a peer or adult alike. She enjoys performing as well as doing dance recitals and even learning magic. Give her a microphone and she'll belt out karaoke anytime. As you can see, coming from a divorced family has not held her back in any way.
Well, what I like to do with Mom is I like to do arts and crafts and do girly things like do facials and paint nails, but also do yoga, like doing crane poses and other things like that. Well, what I like to do with Dad is I like to wrestle around with him and do yard work and do some crafts together as well, and other things too.